1 frame per second. 1 frame per second. Weather's really bad. I don't even know if this is working. I'm gonna go dig some stuff. I don't got anything else for my castle, so I'm just gonna dig. There seems to be a little delay. I've never used live streaming stuff in like 10 years. I don't know what to do. Let's be quiet too. Boop. Music and sound. I want subtitles. I want fucking subtitles. Oh yeah. Look at that! Subtitles! Left, right, left, right, left, right. Footsteps. Look at that. Ah, yeah, bitch. This is cool, actually. Bat takes off. Oh, now I know what's around me. That's awesome. It's gonna be cool. Eerie noise, footsteps. Oh, this has to be a permanent thing. I have to permanently do this. Ow. Where do I want to mine? Do I want to go to the new place or the old place? Go to the, I'll go to the new place. I don't even know if this is working. I don't know if the volume's working. Shut up, cow! Nobody loves you, you son of a bitch! I don't know if it's working or not. And I don't even know, do I have a... I don't have a minecart. Is there a minecart here? No, there's not a minecart. Well, ballsack. Now the music's too loud. Wow. Music and sound. Master volume. Music. Blah, 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 blah. Weather. Subtitles have to stay on, though. Water flows. Oh, that the water that's flowing right there. The footsteps, the water's flowing. Well, I really don't know about the delay. And I don't know about this, if my horrible, gravelly, nasty-ass voice is even going. If anyone watches this, do you hear that? Okay, let's see. Rabbit squeaks, rabbit hops. Oh, it's all this way. Hey, this is cool. I heard a sheep. Where's the sheep thing? You lied to me. I gotta put all this in here. I didn't mean to take the torches. Get out of my life. Don't need that much dirt. Don't need that many torches. Just in case. Okay. I don't have a minecart. I'm gonna cheat in a minecart. Yeah, hell yeah, motherfucker. I don't mind cheating and stuff if it's not used for my castle. Why am I typing in Minecraft? What the hell is my problem? Okay. Yeah, I'll cheat stuff in for my castle. I mean, not for my castle. Wow, okay, I'm a cheater now. No, when it comes to the castle, I don't cheat stuff in, but I don't mind cheating stuff in when it comes to stuff that's not in the castle. Boy, it sounds like I have throat cancer or something. Hello, Chew. Yeah, I haven't seen your messages in a while. There's a little bit of a delay. You're working on your master's thesis. Well, I hope it goes great. For me, my surgery was a failure. If you can hear me. I don't know if you can actually hear me on this. I'm not positive. If not, I'll reply to your message later. But, whoa! Oh my god! What's going on? Am I inside of a sheep? What the hell? Get it! Get out of here! I don't know what's going on. Okay, you can hear me. My surgery was a failure, so I have pain still in my shoulder. Not as much as I did, but I still have pain. But I found... No! Stop! Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That's where my cart went. You son of a bitch. Okay, I'm sorry. That sheep has been riding this minecart since yesterday. Son of a bitch. Okay, I will say this very quick. Just in case I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it. Marijuana is legal where I live. I smoke marijuana for pain relief, and that works. So even though my shoulder still hurts and everything still hurts, that actually helps a lot. But yeah, I hope your master's thesis goes good. You know, that would be really nice. I have to go to the doctor soon to have my hips checked, and maybe if I have to get those replaced, I'll have them check my shoulder again and see how it goes. I don't know. It's very frustrating, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I'm really sorry about the delay. I don't know how much of a delay there is, but I can tell there is one. I wanted to try to live stream because just mining is boring, and mining is what I'm going to be doing for a while because I really need to get the material to upgrade my castle. Well, I think you're going to ace your master's thesis, and it's going to be so good that they're going to stick it in a book, and they're going to be like, hey, this is how all thesis, or thesi if it's plural, I know what I'm talking about. Not. They're going to be like, this is how a thesis should be written. And your name's going to be there, and you're going to be famous. That's what I think. I agree it should be legal everywhere. To be 100% honest, I was no with weed until I was in chronic pain. And my fiance and my mom both said you should try it. It took a year. It took a year for me to find the kind I needed, and it works great. If you have a medical card, you can buy a pound a day. Don't know why you need a pound a day. I go through an ounce a month. It would cost me, in a perfect world, $120 a month, and I'll have all the weed I need for every single month. But and just because the brand works for me, the type for me, doesn't mean it's going to work for someone else. But I have been smoking for over a year. I'm going on to edibles. But I can't say enough how much energy and how much pain relief I get from that. It's crazy. I am so happy that it was suggested to me. And, yeah, a pound a day does sound crazy, doesn't it? I can only get an ounce a day. And I only need an ounce a month. Which seems like a ton, but if you think about it, it's not too much. It's definitely not as much as my parents used to smoke. But yeah, a pound a day would be really good for tinctures, or if you're going to be making your own candies and stuff. Because I do have chronic pain, being able to have that much would be a good idea, because then I can switch between all the different things that I need. Because in the morning you can, put some... I know how to make this tincture syrup that you put in your coffee or in your tea, and that will help you throughout the day, and stuff like that. But you're only legally able to have so much, and you can grow your own, but I don't know. I just got good at growing vegetables. I don't know if I could grow weed, but yeah. Headset. I love this headset, but it just gets stuck to everything. I do not use a vape because I feel it does not work. And oddly enough, in a conversation with my brother, he too feels that the vape takes up to 20 minutes to work. Some days if I have a cough or my asthma's doing really bad and I don't want to smoke, I opt to vape, but I usually don't because it takes more product than smoking it normally. An ounce a day is a lot, but like I said, if you were not here, if you have a card, you can get a pound a day. A pound is a lot. It is very sunny today. It's above 70 degrees Celsius. Not Celsius. Oh my gosh, we're on fire. I meant Fahrenheit. I'm sorry. I've been having to switch to Celsius a lot lately. That's funny. I'm a funny person. Wait a second. Did I see something up there? I thought I saw something up there. God. Fuck. Shit. I'm gonna try to learn how to roll my own joints so I can on pain days that aren't that bad, I do really good and I don't need that much, and like one joint every couple hours would be fine. A small one, not one of the huge ones that you buy in the store. Oh my goodness, those things are big. I would break that up throughout the entire day. I wouldn't smoke one at a time. They're like a gram each. A gram's a lot. I'm sorry. I'm a weed pussy. Of course, the weed I smoke doesn't make me hungry, and it doesn't make me want to stare at a cloud for 10 hours, you know, because it's pretty and think about my life. I have the energy to do stuff. If I were to ever grow indoors, there's ways that you could do it nowadays with computer fans and a bucket and stuff. And so it's an indoor containment system that also has a filter so it doesn't smell. It's only for 1 or 2 plants, but and it's only like $60 to get all this stuff together. Oh shoot, I'm not supposed to be down here. Oh no, this is lava level. No, I need to be up here. Is this... Wait, where is my... Am I supposed to be up even higher? Did I fall down too far? Okay, now I'm confused. Item plops! Ooh, items plop. Okay, the kind I smoke... Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be down here. Okay, right here. The kind I smoke... My favorite kind is called Star Killer. It is a mix between a very rare strain called the Darkness 2, and the other one, the other parent is Skywalker OG, which the place I went to was sold out of because of Star Wars Day, I guess. Right now, I'm smoking Polar Dog. It has Something Dog OG is the main. So a lot of these strains that are the hybrids have like a couch locker as the main, but then also something to offset that. And so the one I'm currently smoking is Polar Dog, which I don't know the parents besides one is the Mad Dog, or Something Dog OG is the one, and I don't know the other parent. But this is 16% THC and 17%. No, this is Star Killer. Star Killer was 16% THC and 17% THCA, and that gave no hunger. It also makes you hyperactive, if you want to put it that way. It was really good because if you're tired or you have smoking it for 2 hours, I feel light, I feel full of energy, I can, fold the clothes or like weed the garden or something. But after that 2 hours, 3 hours is up, bam, I'm worn out again. Star Killer was the best for that. Polar Dog is okay. It's not as strong as the other one. But it still does the same thing. I've had Sage and Sour was good, but that gives you munchies like crazy. And you don't want to do that. No, that's Romulan. That's not the one I want. That didn't work very well. Polar Dog is... This one says it's 20% THC. I'm not sure, with the 0.1% CBD. My pain is worse that I go for a more THC than CBD. But there's CBD to offset it. The two things I don't like the most about picking up product is anything that gives paranoia and anything that gives hunger. So if that's on the list, I usually don't go for it. And I've been smoking that brand for many, many months, but I've been smoking for over a year and a half, I think. I know Gorilla Glue and Girl Scout cookies, holy cannoli. Those are not ones you should be trying to do if you don't want to eat. Or if you don't want to have a hunger added, because I was fighting with myself how many sandwiches I should be eating at 4 in the morning. And, that is not a good way for me to go. I do not need to eat more. Actually, I do. I actually don't eat enough. My calorie intake is not enough. But, anywho, I want to go up here and get this. It's crazy. It's taking me such a long time to look up a medicine choice, as they call it at the place I go to. The bud tenders call it medicine. And I felt guilty for a while even smoking it. And but because I'm so picky about my weed, I had to look for I wanted stuff that was related to each other, stuff that I could be able to do my work and have no pain and have energy. I didn't want to, like I said, be couch locked or tired and stuff. And I can pick that. You can get stuff like Obama Kush and other stuff like that, and you'll be sitting there and you'll probably forget that you smoked. And you'll be like, "Oh wow, I smoked. I don't remember smoking." They even sell dog treats at the place I go to, CBD only, for older dogs because it helps with their arthritis. I have to be careful with my dog because he loves the smell of weed, and I try not to smoke around him, because I love him. But he knows. He knows when you take out the pipe. He's like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna smell that shit." All you have to do is yell weed time and he comes running. You don't even have to have any. He knows you're going to go outside because I smoke outside. Is hash a mix of tobacco and weed? Because I heard that you can do that, but I do not smoke tobacco. I suggest Polar Dog if you can. Polar Dog. For me, Star Killer, Polar Dog, and then the Sage and Sour, not so much. I used a strain called Grape. They come in glass jars, so I keep the jars to hold my stuff when I get it. This was 21% THC, and I think this is the stuff I used for tinctures, and this was really, really good. Oh, resin. No, I do not have a pipe with a nail. If I did, I would do oil and a shatter, but I don't have it. And I did have a bong, but I broke it because I'm not good with glass. So unfortunately, I do not, and I can't afford one either. It's too much money. I'm sure if I used that, I would probably be using way less product. But apparently an ounce a month is normal for someone who smokes regularly, because I smoke the same amount multiple times a day, unless I have really bad pain and I up it a little. I'm sorry, I hope. Oh, I can make cookies. Yeah, I was looking how to make butter and stuff because I also wanted to make jam and stuff like that too. And they gave other suggestions. Because in the morning I can't smoke because I can't smoke until after I've sat down, because if you can hear, my throat is scratchy and stuff. When I wake up, it's really bad. And in order for me to have zero problems with my asthma, because I do smoke with asthma, it actually helps. If I take my steroid. If I don't take my steroid and I forget to, there's a problem after a while. But it does help with the asthma. But I can't do it first thing in the morning. I just can't. I have to wait a couple hours after I get up, which is kind of bad. That's why I want to go to the edibles and make my own. Why am I putting these back? I'm opening this up for another area. Tinfoil, a socket wrench in a bottle with a hole is perfect for smoking hash. Okay. I know, when I told my dad I was going to smoke, he asked if I was going to get a gas mask, Because apparently that's how he used to smoke, because they would have a gas mask with a vacuum cleaner attachment or a vacuum attached to it, and then they would all smoke. I don't know. That was back in the day when they smoked a lot more. What do I have here? Okay, I'm going to go back because I want to see if I have anything for my castle. And this is a test. I want to start to do daily live streams because I feel this isn't good enough for a Let's Play. This is me just blabbing while I'm grabbing material for my castle and then putting the castle as a Let's Play. But I wanted to try to live stream every day, and I think it would be fun, and I just want to know if this is working. And then I'll go to other stuff too, like Trove and other games I wouldn't normally do Let's Plays of. Maybe The Sims 4, I'm not positive. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That breaks my heart when I see that. I didn't believe it at first. I always tried to stay away from it because I was always worried that, I've never used it before. I just didn't trust it, Now I wish that everyone who would need it could use it because there's so many people who I don't take opiates. I'm not allowed to take opiates while I'm smoking marijuana, mind you, okay, which is perfectly fine. But I don't want to do opiates because the amount of pain I have with my pain, I would be addicted to opiates quicker than shit, and I would be probably upgrading to other stuff eventually because opiates only last for so long. And I don't want to do that. And with the marijuana, it works perfectly, and it's great, and I can go a couple days without it, and I am missing a ladder. Did it fall to the bottom? The cool thing about the marijuana is that when I smoke it, this is a description. When I smoke the stuff that gets me high, which I got high for the first time the other day, with actual marijuana that makes you stare, and make you forget what you're doing. It made me feel heavy and relaxed. My pain wasn't gone, but I didn't give a fuck if it was there. I honestly did not care. And I sat and I was really good with not multitasking, doing one thing. I was really good at that, but I could not, do anything else. And the other stuff I take, I sit down, I don't feel good, I smoke it. Sometimes instant, sometimes 10 minutes later, I feel really light and I feel energized and I feel like, I think I want to take out the recycling or maybe I want to try to do this today. And it's nice because even if I'm having a horrible, horrible day, I know if I have to get stuff done, I can smoke a little before I do it. And at first, my family was like, we think you're smoking too much and stuff, because and $120 a month is a lot for someone who is trying to get disability. I do not have disability yet. My lovely patrons are helping me out. Got $30 a month coming in. I have a very loving family who's helping me with the rest. But now if I have plans for garden work, my mom goes, okay, I got to do garden. You need to smoke first and then we're going to go outside. And it's just great. And it makes me want to cry because I haven't felt this good since before I was in constant pain. And it's great. And I still don't have tons of energy, of course, because, that can't be helped sometimes. But the pain relief is great. And if it is legal in your area and you have pain problems, or if you have anxiety problems, they have weed for that. If you have trouble talking in crowds or being around people, they have weed for that. They have weed for depression. They have weed for, like I said, it helps with my asthma, but I wouldn't replace your normal medication. Do not replace normal medication. I forgot my steroids while using weed, and I suffered for it. Gotta still take the steroids. But, yeah. I suggest that. And some people, be careful with the candies and stuff like that. The edibles are really nice. They take longer to take effect, up to 2 hours, but they last up to 8 hours if you get the really good ones. But it upsets some people's tummies, so I would be careful with that. I've learned a lot. I didn't know anything about weed at all. I only know about the strains I smoke. But I also want to say, if you're against weed, that's fine too. You don't have to be okay with what I'm doing, I do admit, though, to be honest, and I should have done this a long time ago in a video, and I'm glad I'm doing this now because I yap a lot when I feel good. Depression comes with pain. And I'm not depressed all the time. But depression comes with it. And marijuana is nice because it keeps the pain away. But it's not like opiates and other stuff that may take a while to get out of your system. If I don't have weed for 1 day or 2 days, I'm back to the same pain I had before. And this is crying, and all this other stuff too, right? And I do know that my current type of marijuana lifts my spirits when I'm sad. I wouldn't smoke it specifically if I was sad, because I do like to cry sometimes, because it relieves a lot of, pain equals tension, and tension equals anger, and so I cry some for that. But I've had no problems at all with my weed. But like I said, I don't take any of the stuff that would add sadness or ads, because there's stuff that will make you paranoid as hell fast. I will not go near that stuff at all. But if people want to smoke it, that's fine. I have a tendency to be over emotional, and I'm just worried that that particular type of weed may be an issue for me. And it's funny because I've had friends who said, well, what's the point of smoking it if you don't get high? I don't smoke it to get high. Technically, I do get high because I feel better and it feels good, But it gives me the energy to do things. Like this recording. I smoked right before doing this. I am a talkative motherfucker. I'm not hungry, Now, I do know that too much of the weed that gives you paranoia will make you feel paranoid. My dad stopped smoking when he felt paranoid. That was back in the day when you only had like 3 different kinds of weed to smoke, And they were buying a pound of it for the price I buy an ounce or something. That was way back in the day. What do you want, honey? What do you want, honey, Saber, huh? What's wrong? What do you want? You want out of the bedroom? You're not going. I'm too lazy to let you out. Nobody loves you, Saber. Nobody cares about you. It's okay, Saber. I don't know what you want, but I don't want a part of it, Saber. You need to get out from under my arm. Now, I must also say, unfortunately, where I live, the stuff with the CBD or any CBD in it, the stuff I take that makes you hyperactive, active, and talkative, they're raising the price of it in places, because this isn't the stuff that people normally go to smoke. This is specialty weed that people smoke specifically for, the characteristics of, me right now. Saber, I will punch you in the balls that you no longer have if you don't shut up, huh? Is that right? Don't lick my face. I don't want you to love my face. You don't have to go out. You're a liar. I'm sorry, the dog licked my face. I thought weed made everyone lazy and hungry and tired and not want to do work and stuff, because that's what I was grown up by, things on the news and people and stuff like that. As far as I know, I can't say this is true. When you overdose on marijuana, it makes you extremely tired. I don't know if anyone's ever died from it, but I do know that if I smoke too much, it does make me sleepy. I get a good 5 hours of sleep too. But there is a particular type of weed I use just for that. Blue Dream works great for sleeping only. Doesn't help with the pain relief, but it makes you relax enough to sleep. I need to put my headset down for 1 second. Saber, you are being a douche. Okay, go. There you go. You can't come back in now. You want it out. That's life. Deal with it. Boy, the dog. If any of you want children, or you don't know whether or not you want children, get a dog first, because I don't want children now after having a dog, because he's a little douchebag. Yeah, I don't think you can. I mean, unless you decide to park in the middle of the street because the stop sign won't turn green or something. I don't know. I do agree. The 2 or 3 different strains of weed I've had that makes you hungry, Like I said, I didn't want ones that made you hungry, so I switched between. It made food taste really freaking good. Everything tasted great. I mean, I'm sure that you could probably cover like a raw piece of meat and like wax or something. It would taste freaking amazing. Um, yeah. I don't think. I mean, let's put it this way. I have asthma, okay? And my mom is all for me smoking it, except for on days that I sound like this because I have allergies and stuff too. But she doesn't want me to smoke cigarettes because I have asthma and that's going to mess up my lungs. I have not had a single problem. Well, I just recently learned how to properly smoke weed. I was smoking it wrong. But I've never had a problem yet with anything. Now, people do pass out. But I've been lightheaded a couple times, but I've never passed out. And that's usually from not breathing in enough oxygen and you're breathing back in the smoke and stuff. But yeah, it's very interesting. I think the most amusing part is when I smoke and then I burp and then the smoke comes out of the burp. That's pretty interesting. That's because I suck in too much air into my stomach. They're useless information. I could tell you a fun fact. Some years ago, my professor was part of a research team aiming to find out drugs that help with obesity. So they turned their attention. You know what? I can be, the reason why I like this weed is because when I have problem with my fibro and my pain, there's some days I won't eat anything. Zero food at all. None. And I'm not thin. And then there's some days that I eat, I feel like I eat like a pig, but it's probably as many calories as I need in a day. The cool thing about this particular weed is if I'm not hungry, I end up still eating some, which is good because I used to eat none. And then on days when I'm like really hungry, I can eat without it overly upsetting my stomach. Oh yeah, that as I forgot, little TMI for you guys and gals out there, okay? The polar dog, I believe, I'm not sure if it does, but I do know the star killer helps with irritable bowel syndrome. If anyone out there has irritable bowel, I guarantee you, I did 2 months of that. For 2 months, I was irritable bowel free. I could eat food without worrying about how fast I was eating it or what I drank beforehand. And I know that's too much information, okay? I've seen people pass out from breathing in and then breathing in smoke and there's not enough oxygen in there, or they don't breathe out before taking more in because they're idiots and they're smoking like a fucking pound of weed in a second. I've seen people pass out then, but that's just stupidity. Honestly. I mean, some people are pretty stupid. And those two people acting like idiots are messing it up for everybody else. That's what the problem is. There's children who are able to actually function and be with their families because of it, be it cancer patients who don't feel like eating, who are now eating, or people who have bad pain, who can, do tinctures or drinks or rubs or anything like that for pain relief, I would, if I had a kid and my kid wanted to smoke, I would smoke with them for the first time. I would let them know what the weed does to me, that particular strain, because every strain is different for each person. And I can't tell by the smell or taste the different weeds, but I can tell by how it makes me feel. Sage and sour was okay, but like I said, it made me hungry. And then I had another kind that I hated because it made me anxious and nervous, and I hated it. And it's different for everybody. Yes, there are particular strains for sex drive. And I don't know the names of them. I went to one place and I asked a bud tender about that, just to ask, and they had no clue what I was talking about, and I never went to that place again. Because they obviously don't know what they're talking about. You didn't see that. You didn't see that happen. That didn't happen. I didn't cheat to get back to my house because I'm lazy. Yeah, I think that it should be. Looking back on it, I have been in pain for well over 5, 6 years. Well, actually 7 or 8 years. And if, and it became legal and then I tried it. And if it was legal then, I could have had, they would have said, hey, you know what? You have some pain, some arthritis. Try this weed first before we decide to give you, muscle relaxers. And that's the thing. I have muscle relaxers and I have pain medication. And my pain is bad enough that I still need the muscle relaxers once in a while. But I don't need the other stuff with the weed. The only problem is I can't afford it every month, so there's sometimes I have to go back. But that's pretty good. And I'm sorry if you don't like hearing about this. And thank you very much, Chooge, for visiting. I really, really hope that you do good on your thesis, because that would be amazing. I need to put all this on my castle. What time is it? Okay. Jezdamayel has a barbecue today. I'm happy I found a way to feel good too. I still have pain days and I'm in a little pain now, but it's livable. On a bad day, I think my pain's probably 8 or 9, and on a really bad day, it's a 10. I need to switch all this stuff out and put it in my castle. Then I need to think about seeing if I need any of this stuff for my castle. The terracotta they added into the game. I need to decide what I want, if I want any of this. I feel it's too, goodbye. I feel it's too much. I can't put it all over the floor. It's just too snazzy. And I'm upset because the concrete doesn't have any real texture to it. It's flat, and I don't like that. I'm just being picky. For those of you who might not know what this is my Minecraft castle. I cheat some stuff in to get my areas together, because I have my original castle from 2010 over to the west. I think that's to the west. And then I have my newest place over to the north. And so I cheat stuff in to separate the areas, but all this is done by hand. Yeah, I think it's too much. I think I'm going to do colored concrete in the colors that it is for a base, and then put these in as centerpieces, but done pretty. I mean, they added like 12 new patterns, but all of them are just, ugh. And I don't think it's been updated with this particular texture pack either, so maybe it'll be better. I don't freaking know. Shut up, bats. It says footsteps. Bat screeches. Bat takes off. We'll go upstairs. And now that I'm doing this whole entire floor, I don't even know if I want this floor, this color anymore. I don't know. I have so many plans for this, and I had snow here at first, but oh my gosh, this castle looks so dumb, covered in snow. So I MC edited it to not have snow in this area because it looks stupid. So after all these years, almost 10 years of finding it, I finally, one, learned how to change the biomes in MC Edit, and two, actually have a world that was naturally snow. After I post these, I'm going to go. I need to get the barbecue ready. Like I said, Jezdamayel's having hamburgers and hot dogs. And I need to clean the barbecue and get that started. Because it's a lovely day! The big yellow ball is in the sky, and it is warm enough to probably cook an egg. Maybe. I don't know. I've never tried. And hopefully tomorrow I'll record actual stuff for my channel. Last couple days has been a little difficult. I haven't had really bad hip pain that hasn't been going away with my weed. It's not strong enough, and I don't want to take too much of it at a time. I just spent the whole day resting yesterday, but the hip pain's coming back. So, yeah. Best case scenario, maybe it's just a little bit of pain. Worst case scenario, Jezdamayel has to get her hip changed. But maybe I'll get like a pop machine put in or something, or maybe like go gadget boots, and then I'll have little wheels and I'll be rocking it around. Oh, it's just after midnight. Well, you know what? Where I live, if I wanted a barbecue that time in the morning, I could. And if I smoked the weed my brother has, I probably want a barbecue at 1 in the morning. So one of the only times, once a year, I like getting Taco Bell and the other places around here have munch boxes, and you know they're for weed. I'm not dumb. It's a hodgepodge of stuff. In the Taco Bell one, you get a soft taco, hard taco, and some other stuff. And in my favorite one, which is the Jack in the Box, you get a hamburger and soft tacos and stuff. Once a year, I like to have a little bit of weed that gets you the hungry high, and getting one of those boxes, because that is an excellent tasting box, if I must say myself. If I do say so myself, when high. When not high, it's good too, but it's just too much food. I can't even eat the whole thing. I ate the whole thing once. As big as I am, you'd think I'd be able to, but I don't. I can't. I may look like a piggy oink oink, but I don't eat very much at all. So how do you think that the stream is going? Would it be good to continue doing the streams daily? Do I need to change the volume or anything? I need to see about the delay. Yeah, Taco Bell did that, and so did Jack in the Box. It was either Jack in the Box or Taco Bell. They got in trouble for having a commercial, which was a whole bunch of people driving up to the drive-thru, unrolling their window with the old car with the ones that roll down, and smoke plumes out, and they're like, hey, man, do you have a way we can have a little bit of everything? And they're like, yeah. And then they showed the box, boxes for everyone, and it doesn't start until like 9 p.m. So you can't even get those boxes until nighttime. But yeah, they got in big trouble for that too. It was back when weed wasn't legal, I don't think. And so people were like, you're promoting weed. It's like, no. It's pretty good. The last burger I had was a hamburger that the top bun was a toasted cheese sandwich. And then it was hamburger and then a bottom bun. So it was a toasted cheese hamburger. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't eat those together ever when I wasn't high. But good golly, was that yummy. And it was a big burger too. And then you get normal fries, curly fries, and then 2 of their tacos, which are just deep fried tacos, which are freaking amazing. And for the price, it isn't that bad. I mean, if it's one of the only meals you're going to eat in the day, I wouldn't complain too much about the calories, but everything else that's in it would be a problem. But it comes with a drink, and it comes with, a little bit of everything. It's actually a pretty good meal if you're, like, on the go and you want something kind of big, So I would say go for it. Taco Bell one's okay. I got it because they had that new, what did they have? Those chicken tenders that were shaped like Doritos or something? I don't freaking remember. They weren't that good. I wouldn't run upstairs and tell my mom about them, but, they weren't bad. So, yeah. So what I'm currently doing now is I'm replacing all the dirt. I originally made this castle in 100% dirt and sand down. No, that's the old castle. Sand in the old castle downstairs. And then I replace it in the block that I want, and then realize I don't want this block, and then I have to replace everything after, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Hopefully this time I'll do a little better. I think I want the other colors of this type of stone for little highlight areas, much like I have down here with the darker color. And I have the red over there. And I need to find a different window. I wish they had nicer windows, I'm going to be honest. I also wish they had glass stairs, glass doors. Every single block should have a stair and a, half block and like a window frame with it. Because I want to make a fucking greenhouse, and I want it all in glass. Or I want a glass walkway with glass stairs, so it doesn't look stupid. Because I have cobblestone frickin' stairs on my glass walkway. Gimme glass. I have played the hell out of Terraria, but I got bored with it, and then I had trouble because I couldn't make it the right size, because for me the game is too tiny. I have trouble seeing it. But I like Terraria. And Starbound was really good for a bit, and I started playing another game again. Stardew Valley I started playing over again. Got rid of my husband, kept my kids. Might get rid of my kids. I could turn my kids into doves. You know, fly away into nothing. Maybe I should make a baby barbecue, much like in The Sims 2, and then I can eat my children in, you know, that game. Because they could turn into doves. Why can't I cook them? I mean, they're birds at that point. I should not care. I mean, I didn't want my children anyway. I was thinking of being a total douchebag because I divorced my husband and then I made him forget that we were together in Stardew Valley. I was thinking of getting back together with him just to lead him on and then tell him to fuck off. I'm just a butthole. I'm sorry. I'm a douche. Maybe this is why I'm not married yet. Wait, I know why I'm not married yet, but that's going to take time. I can't get married yet. Was that right? That was right. Okay. Today for barbecue, there is going to be hamburgers. And hot dogs. No buffalo. We had prime rib burgers last week. Those are really good. No children were barbecued at my last barbecue either. In The Sims 4, they added parenthood. I am engaged. I am engaged to Metal Canyon, but we cannot get married yet. In order for us to get... There's a really long thing in order for us to get married. He has to visit me, he has to fill out a lot of paperwork, and then we have to get married, and then... The only way we could get married is if he would get a marriage visa and he would become a U.S. citizen. Is the only way. And it's just... and that would take a lot of work, and I don't even have disability yet, and it's just difficult, and we have to plan ahead because he has to visit, and then he can fill out the paperwork back at home. And then once it's approved, he has to come back here, and we have 30 days to get married, or else he has to get kicked out of the country. We've thought about it for quite some time, and we were quiet about it at first, but it's been 4 years. The 4-year anniversary, he's coming to visit. Metal Canyon's visiting for a 4-year anniversary, just in a couple months, actually. But we are not able to get married yet, which is okay. Even if we never get married or we're never together, I'm happy because he's a wonderful person and a butthole. I am very lucky because he knew me before I had my chronic pain, before it went into overdrive. So he knew what I was like before, and he knows what I'm like on marijuana, and it's like I was before I had chronic pain. I'm very lucky because he's very understanding. Because when you have chronic pain like me, you're worried that you'll never find anybody, because I admit I'm a bitch sometimes, and I don't mean to be. It's an accident. And he understands, maybe a little chocolate, maybe a back rub, maybe, trying to get me to laugh. It just makes everything all better. And he knows that it's not his fault and it's not my fault, But that's another thing about the smoking. I don't have problems like that because I don't have much pain. So then I don't get bitchy, And it's funny, when you're in pain and you don't think you're in that much pain, you could be in more pain than you think, and you could just have a bitch fest for no reason. Someone could, talk too loud or look at you the wrong way and you bitch them out, and you don't mean to. But yes, I think I'm extremely, extremely lucky. I hope to record some stuff while he's here, too. That'd be a lot of fun. We're going to Vegas. New Vegas. And Reno. And that will be a 5-day trip. And I promised we'd go to the sign graveyard to see all the signs in Vegas. I've never even seen that yet. I went to Vegas in 2007. But I am going to end this here, and I'm so happy all of you watched. I thank you so much. No one came. You were wrong. 3 people are watching. One of them's me, I think, so 2 people are here. I feel very sick. One of the problems with the weed is that my weed is wearing off. And because I've been so hyper, my stomach is now upset. I am like a Dalmatian when it comes to stomach problems. So I need to go. and I'm going to smoke. And I hope to do more live streams later. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And how do I shut off live stream? Is it this? Yeah. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and thank you so very much. And please check out my other stuff. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, leave them wherever. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so very much. I already said that 3 times. Bye bye.